If you've been scrolling through your news feed lately, your heart probably skipped a beat. Maybe two. You saw the headlines. Chris McNally health shock. Tearful moments. Doctor's report will shock you. I saw them too. And if you're anything like me, you immediately went into a spiral. You pictured the worst. You thought about Lucas Bouchard, the dashing saloon owner who stole our hearts in Hope Valley. You thought about Chris, the quiet, private, incredibly talented actor who brings him to life. You thought about his partner, Julie Gonzalo, and their sweet baby. And you probably panicked. Well, take a deep breath, grab a cup of tea, or a glass of calming wine. Sit down, because I am here to give you the real, unfiltered, no-nonsense truth behind the headlines. We are going to unpack the rumors, the doctors, the tears, and the actual status of our favorite Hallmark hunk. Let's dive in, friend to friend. The shocking headlines, fact versus fiction. First things first, is Chris McNally okay? Let me save you the anxiety attack. Yes. As of right now, Chris McNally is healthy, thriving, and very much alive. He is not suffering from a terminal illness. He is not in a hospital bed fighting for his life. So, where on earth did these terrifying health shock headlines come from? Welcome to the internet, where a storyline on a TV show gets twisted into a real-life tragedy for clicks. Here is the doctor's report that likely sparked the panic. It wasn't about Chris. It was about Lucas. If you remember the heart-stopping cliffhangers of recent, when calls the heart seasons, you know our poor Lucas Bouchard has been through the ringer. He was shot. He was in a coma. He was wheelchair-bound. He had memory loss. He faced a health shock that nearly killed him on screen. The tearful moments, circulating in the rumor mill, they are almost certainly clips of his incredible acting during those scenes. The doctors mentioned, they are the fictional physicians of Hope Valley, or the surgeons in the capital, fighting to save Governor Bouchard. The internet took fiction, stripped away the context, and served it up as a terrifying reality sandwich. And that is not fair to the fans who love him. The real health scare, that was actually hilarious. Now, if you want the actual medical scoop on Chris McNally, the one that actually happened on set, it's not tragic, it's hysterical. There was a physical incident on set recently. Chris himself confessed to it during a fan Q&A, during a scene where Lucas had to be the hero and wrangle a cuff. Yes, a cuff. Chris put his all into the physical exertion. The result? He split his pants. And we aren't talking a small tear. We are talking a full-blown, pants exploded, wardrobe malfunction in the middle of a take. The shock here wasn't a medical emergency. It was the shock of the entire cast and crew trying to stifle their laughter while Chris stood there, dignified as ever, with his costume in tatters. So, if you see a headline about a Chris McNally on-set accident, know this. The only thing that was hurt was a pair of trousers and maybe a little bit of his pride. Why we believed it? The emotional bond. Why did these rumors hit us so hard? Why were we so ready to believe the worst? It's because Chris McNally has done something rare in the world of TV. He made us care, deeply and personally, about a character who was originally the outsider. When Lucas Bouchard first rolled into Hope Valley, he was the gambler, the mystery man, the guy we weren't sure we could trust. But Chris played him with such layers, such vulnerability behind the confidence, that we fell in love. Think about the tearful moments that are real to us. The moment Lucas realized Elizabeth chose him, and the heartbreaking moment she unchose him. The quiet, stoic suffering of Lucas in the hospital bed, trying to be strong for the town while his body was broken. The scenes where his eyes well up, not with weakness, but with an overflow of love he doesn't know where to put. Chris acts with his eyes. He doesn't need big speeches. He gives us these micro-expressions of pain and hope that bypass our brains and hit us right in the feels. So when we hear he might be hurt, the line between the actor and the character blurs. We feel protective. We feel like we are the citizens of Hope Valley, and he is one of our own. The real tearful moments, the happy kind. Let's pivot from the scary rumors to the good stuff. If there are tears in Chris McNally's life right now, they are likely tears of joy and maybe exhaustion. As many of you superfans know, Chris is a partner to the lovely Julie Gonzalo, another Hallmark royalty, and a father to their baby, who arrived in September 2022. This is the health update that actually matters. His heart is full. Chris is notoriously private. He guards his family life like a hawk, which is something I respect so much in this era of oversharing. But the little glimpses we get, they are pure magic. We've seen the photos of little baby feet. We've heard the soft way he talks about fatherhood in interviews, how it changes your perspective, how it makes the long days on set worth it because you're doing it for them. The shocking transformation isn't an illness. It's the transformation from cool guy actor to doting dad. If you want a tearful moment, imagine this: the man who plays the sophisticated Governor Bouchard coming home after a 14-hour day of filming, washing off the stage makeup, and just holding his little one. That's the real story. That's the update. A note on Dr. Google and clickbait. I want to take a second to be a big sister to you. We live in an age of information overload. Algorithms are designed to scare us. They know that Chris McNally happy and eating a sandwich won't get a click. But Chris McNally rushed to doctor. That gets a click. Next time you see a headline that makes your stomach drop, check the source. Is it a reputable entertainment site or a random YouTube channel with a robot voice? Read the comments. Usually, the Hearties Detective Squad has already debunked it in the comments section. Trust the silence. If something major happened to a star like Chris, Hallmark would make a statement. People magazine would cover it. If the only place reporting it is a sketchy website, it's fake. Don't let them steal your peace. The future is bright and dramatic. So, what is actually next for Chris? Work. Lots of it. When Calls the Heart is marching forward, Season 12 and beyond, and Lucas Bouchard is central to the drama. The writers are throwing everything at him: political rivals, romantic tension, new business ventures. Chris is going to be busy. He's also proving he has range. Whether it's Hallmark rom-coms or grittier roles, remember him in Altered Carbon or Supernatural. He's an actor at the top of his game. The health shock we should be talking about is the fever pitch of his career. He is on fire. He is booking roles. He is staying relevant in an industry that is incredibly fickle. My final thought to you: I know we love these stars. We invite them into our living rooms every week. They feel like family. That's why the bad news hurts so much. But today, let's flip the script. Let's celebrate the good news. Chris is okay. Lucas is recovering, fictional, remember. The baby is growing, and the show goes on. So, dry those tears. The only reason to cry today is because the next episode of When Calls the Heart isn't airing fast enough. Tell me in the comments, did these rumors scare you too? And more importantly, what is your all-time favorite Chris McNally scene? Let's flood the comments with positivity and show the algorithm that we care more about his talent than fake tragedy. Stay calm and hardy on, friends.